Awesome. So this will be exciting. This is the first time. Yeah, you too, man. You too. I'm excited just to try this out. This will be Order of Loss done over a live game turn via Twitch. So here's the layup, which I've already given to Corporal Clegg. My combat moves, there are two of them, but they're both a little bit, they've both got some, a little bit of movement to do before they move in. So the tank, one tank from East Poland moves into the Baltic states to take that territory before moving into Belarusia. Before I forget, I'll move, so Russia goes down from 23 to 22 and Germany comes up to 29. And then I think I'm having 10 more tanks join. Yeah, so for a total of 11. So these other 10 will just go straight in. There's 11. That leaves one tank in East Poland. I'll have 3 infantry from East Poland join those 11 tanks on the attack, and 3 will stay in East Poland. So the 6 broke up into 2 equal groups there. And the other attack will do something like the same thing. I'm going to have 1 armor unit move into East Poland before moving into Eastern Ukraine. And then I will have 5 infantries of the 6 infantries attack into the same territory, and 2 of the 3 artilleries. So that will leave 1 inf, 1 arty, and 2 tanks. Well, what did I do here? 6, 5, 6. Yeah, you're out. I grabbed the wrong piece. So I have 2 tanks, 1 infantry, and 1 artillery remaining in the Ukraine. And I have 5 infantry, 2 artillery, 1 tank attacking Eastern Ukraine. But I'm also going to commit the entire Air Force. So the Luftwaffe will join in on this attack. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 fighters, all with 3 left in their gas gauge. To use Piloto's terminology, I like how they got 3 left in their gas gauge. And the bomber from France, this should make it Sea Zone 13 over the Italian fleet for 2, into the Black Sea, I think that's what that is, for 3, and yeah, into Ukraine for 4, and into the East Ukraine for 5. Okay. So this is the battle that I'm going to resolve first. These are the only combat moves. And first, I will do Eastern Ukraine. So I'm actually going to use the battle board as it's intended here. So I have 5 1 attackers, or at least they start out that way. 2 2 attackers. I'll promote those infantries. Let me just get everything all dialed in here. Against, oh, wardrobe malfunction. Okay. And 1 4 attacker. Okay, and then these are all 2 defenders. 3 Russians, 1 British artillery, and 4 British infantry. Yeah, 2 defenders. All right, so let's take a look at this. Oh, really? Oh, wow, thanks, Corporal. That's real nice of you. I appreciate it. 1, 2, 3. I will, okay, just thank you for your, I will put a 2 down for the bomber. I appreciate that. Okay, you're a real sport. I'd have done the same for you, though, I promise. Yeah, okay. Thanks, though. Okay, so I don't know if that'll change anything, but we'll see. So, okay, the roll. So let's make sure we can see everything. Now we're going to be rolling a lot of dice, so I'm going to let this linger an extra few seconds just so that Twitch can get it in there real good, and we can kind of hash through the dice. So I'm going to roll high to low. The red dice will be the bomber, and I've got 5 3 attackers. That's 4 fighters and 1 tank. 4 fighters and 1 tank. And those will be the black dice and 1 red. So we should get 3 kills, I'm thinking. If I did my math right. That's 4 kills. We rolled a little up there. So I'm just going to let that linger. The bomber actually missed. Let me make sure that's a 6 from the bomber. And 1 of the fighters missed. Or we can call that the tank. And then all the 4, and the rest of them hit. Okay, so 3 hits so far, but we still have a little bit more to go. I'm sorry, 4 hits so far. What am I saying? Yeah, 4 hits so far. It's been a long day. I'm in sales, and this is the end of the month, so you're going to have to give me a break. So, all right. 2 attackers. Oh, let me, I just like to do this. I'm going to promote 2 of my infantry, or I'll confuse myself. So, the 2 attackers, there's 4 of them. There's 2 artillery with 2 infantry supported by those artilleries, and then 3 infantry that are unsupported. So I've got 4 2 attackers and 3 1 attackers. The black are the 1 attackers and the red are the 2 attackers. Okay, and yeah, that's about par. So looks like the 2 attackers picked up 2 kills. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 misses. So yeah, that's 7 dice. This is where you really don't want to screw up how many dice you're throwing, because that would just really make things agonizing for everybody. So, okay, what is the total here? 4 plus 2 is 6. I've got 6 kills. We've recorded 6 kills, and we have 4 British infantry, 3 Russian infantry, and 1 British artillery. And it looks like 4, 5, 6. So you get two pieces can survive. Which 2 did you want there, Corporal? And if you want, I'll just, okay, UK Inf and artillery. Okay, yeah. So 3 Russian infantry go down and 3 British infantry go down. And if don't feel pressured with the time. It's just the 3 of us in here. So I'm not trying to drum up a YouTube audience or anything. I'm just playing, between you, me, and Piloto. So we can take our time. And if I upload it to YouTube, I can just cut the video. Okay, and now I will retreat. And I'm going to go back to the board for this, the strategic board. Because this is kind of gamey, but remember that this tank moved from the Ukraine into East Poland before moving into East Ukraine. And the retreat rules state that you can retreat to any territory from which an attacking unit came from or moved through. Whoops, what am I doing? Why did I, yeah, sorry. Like I said, long day, right? Let's roll your dice first before I retreat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 and 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, yeah, I know. That's good though. Chime in, please chime in if you see I'm doing anything silly. Okay, so 8 dice. This is 8 2 defenders. Three hits. Okay, and now I retreat. So 2 infantry, 2 artillery, 1 tank, retreat into East Poland. I'm gonna let that linger there for a second. Just actually, let me just count the misses too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 misses, and 1, 2, 3 hits. And of the 5 infantry, the 3 unpromoted will take the hits. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was just, for some reason, I don't know. Long day. I can't explain it. Okay, so what do I have here? So we have, let me put the Allied units back in first. We have an artillery and an infantry, British artillery and British infantry in eastern Ukraine. And then I retreat 2 infantry of the 5, the ones that survived, both artillery and 1 armor. These 5 units will retreat into East Poland. And I will clean this up later. All right. So these units haven't moved yet. That was a strafe attack. And now I will conduct this other battle. So 11 tanks. Oh, let me put so the aircraft will go back actually into the territory for the time being. Of course. Okay, so the fighters all have 3, and this bomber will have 2. All right, now 11 tanks, 3 infantry are hitting Belarusia. Still have 8 2 defenders, but this time a little bit different. 3 Russians, 3 British infantries, and then 2 British artilleries. Okay. No, it's not. That was not bad, but also not surprising either. There was a better chance of you hitting 3 than 2, according to the battle calculator. So, nah, not bad at all. Let's see, 11, 3 attackers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm gonna hold this for a second. This is 7 red dice and 4 black dice. These will all be 3 attackers. I'm hitting with 11 tanks and 3 infantry, but I'm gonna roll the infantry after I roll these 11 3 attackers. Again, I'm just lingering here and checking and rechecking everything because I don't want to screw up dice rolls. So here's 11 3 attackers. Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's punching up by 2 dice for sure. And that's all of the 2 defenders. Okay. I don't need to roll the infantry. I'll just count this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 9, 10, 11. 3 misses. Boy, okay. Let's see what the 2 defenders get here. There's 8 of them. So we're going to roll 7 red dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1 black dice. Yeah, no, that's 2 whole dice above average. That was abnormal. And on the rebound, 8 2 defenders. Probably should get 3 hits. 3 hits. Okay, you wiped out my infantry screen. So I've got 1, 2, 3 hits and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 5 misses. 3 hits and 5 misses. Okay, so that went par except for my high roll. So I will remove all these units, allied units, and my infantry screen. Okay, let's bring this down. Yeah, the mighty German panzers. Overkill. All right. So we'll put all 11 of those suckers back in there. Okay, and we will fork. Well, actually, now that we took that territory, this brings the Russians down from 22 to 21 and the Germans up from 29 to 30. And I totally spaced on this. Just trust me, I already had this loaded up here. I'm sure we could find out on Twitch. This was the purchase. My God, I'm so bass-ackwards today. I'm so sorry. I had 34 to start with. This was a 10 infantry build purchase, so I obviously had to spend 1 to remove the damage token. So I bought 10 infantry and plus 1 to remove that damage token. That was the buy. It was 10 infantry, saving 3, and removing a damage token. Ugh, man. Okay. Thanks for being here, there, Corporal. Though this is worth it. Okay. Yeah, no worries. That's right. I like this. I like your following your procedure because it helps you kind of prep everything before you shoot and get all your little non-coms and combat moves dialed in. It's really helpful, and doing that was obviously helpful for this situation. So, all right, now it's the non-combat movement phase, and after careful consideration, I'm now going to non-combat these 2 tanks out of the Ukraine into Belarusia through East Poland, and the 1 tank that had remained from East Poland will move into Belarusia, and the 3 infantry that didn't initially commit will move into Belarusia, and the artillery that remained in the Ukraine will move into East Poland. Okay. So that's it for the front lines. Oh, let's move the aircraft and everything in the rear here. In the rear with the gear. All right. The fighters moved 1, and they'll all go into East Poland. 1, 2. Actually, 1, 2, 3. Let me move them last because I might want to move them into Poland. Let's just do things I know I need to do. I'm going to send 1. There's 2 infantry in Poland, so 1 will go into the Baltic states and 1 will go into East Poland. And I'm just going to chip out this artillery right now, so there's 3 in there. Okay. Now, the other thing I know I'm definitely doing is moving this AA gun in Germany into France. Let me chip this while I let my noggin mull things over. I'm going to make these 2 white chips. So it should be 10, 11, 12. There's 14 German tanks in there. 14. Yeah, 14 German tanks, 3 infantry. Right. Okay. I'm going to break down this stack of infantry. Nah, I'm not. I really want to move all 6 into Poland, so I'll do that. I'll move 1 tank into France and 1 more tank into Poland, like that. Okay. Okay, now these aircrafts. Yeah, now I'm thinking those fighters look better in Poland. Or do they? Let me put them there for now, and I'll do an update after this video. I don't want to hold you guys here forever. So, finger's still on the piece, but they're going to move into Poland, and then this bomber, yeah, it'll move into Poland too. So the Luftwaffe will temporarily move into Poland. Well, we'll move into Poland, and then I place my 10 builds in Germany, 10 infantries, and we collect. We'll do a recap. We'll collect. Is that an even 30? For 33 next turn. Again, you'll check me on all of that, I'm sure, but I think I'm not seeing anything in the comment section, so I think we're good. Again, I will message you guys within the next 5 to 10 minutes on my final determination where these aircrafts are going to go. Otherwise, yeah, I think that was good. I think that worked out pretty well doing the Order of Lost live, and go for Russia turn 6. All right, hey guys, sorry I didn't do the recap, but it was probably for the best because I would have done it without being completely confident. So I had a little pause. I've considered the situation carefully, and here's what we're going to do. The Air Force will land in Poland. So that was the final decision there, and everything else pretty much stays the same. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, we have 1 infantry in the Baltic states, 14 tanks and 3 infantry in Belarusia. We have 3 infantry, 3 artillery, and 1 tank in East Poland. We have 1 infantry in Ukraine. We have 6 infantry and 1 tank, 4 fighters, and a bomber in Poland. We have 10 infantry in Germany. We have 6 infantry, 2 tanks, and an AA gun in France. And we have the transport down there in Sea Zone 35, but nobody cares about that. And did I mention there's an infantry in Ukraine? So, yeah. That's it.